Hi guys, and welcome back to Broken Gamer 8. In today's YouTube video, we're going to be going over everything I think that needs to happen in Chapter 4 Season 1. Also, two things. One, as I announced in the previous video, we'll be going live from 10 past 2 until around 11 o'clock on Saturday during the live event. You guys will be able to see an uncensored version of myself. You'll also be able to see the unedited versions and the behind the scenes of making the Fracture live event video. Also, for the rest of the week, we've got daily uploads, not on purpose, but I have got to upload a video every single day of the week because I've got a lot of stuff to talk about in the next few days, so that is very exciting stuff. Unfortunately for my mental health, we'll be playing with evidence today. It's very irritating. I don't like this guy one bit, he knows that. Okay, yeah. You're allowed to speak, by the way. I think your profile picture and what I've got you as in my contact is on the show of the camera, so I'm going to quickly move the phone before I get in too much trouble. Anyway, so as you know, we've got the Fracture live event on Saturday. My Wi-Fi is really bad because I've got the football on in the on my TV, and it's really laggy, and everything's vlogging right now, honestly. So apologies for that. For some reason it's also boiling hot in this room as well, so I'm incredibly warm. I don't know why I'm telling you that's so irrelevant to anything. Yeah, that's true. So, as I was saying, oh, how the tables twisted turns. I just missed 3 shots of that. Too busy laughing. But we were just talking about how I lost a 1v1 to an AI and he was laughing and stuff. But anyway, so the Fracture live event is at 9 o'clock or 10 past 9 British time, 4 PM EST. I have no idea. We're not going to go through all the time zones, but those are the 2 important ones. And during the Fracture live event, we confirmed to see the end of. We confirmed to see the end of Fortnite Chapter 3, making it the shortest chapter ever in Fortnite history, and realistically, the shortest chapter we're probably ever going to see in Fortnite's history, if things go the way that they're currently planned to. So, obviously, on the Sunday, we've got Chapter 4 Season 1. I'll be up at 5:40 to watch the Black Hole for 3 hours before downtime actually starts. Update the game, get a couple of videos out. I'm thinking of doing 3 videos on that day, because I got 2 anyway. I know I've got to do better passing gameplay. But anyway, God, I'm losing my voice still. So I think we should start going over some of the stuff we need. So I think the first thing we need is a whole new map. Now there is some worry spreading that the possibility of a whole bunch of Chapter 3 is coming with us, and it's just like a new biome. If it is, I'm actually going to be so disappointed. I'm not going to lie. And this is due to someone finding all the event files and unfortunately leaking us the audio. And I think it's the Paradigm, or it could be Amy, it could be... I don't know. And it's one of the females. And I think I said I should have been more specific there. And they said, wow, I'm surprised this much of the island survived. She also stated that a whole new section of the island has come to the map, and she repeated that twice. Now, that could be worrying, because that could only mean that there's going to be 2 different sections. We just scored a goal, by the way, so can we all shout for the fun of it? Yay. Anyway. Yay. 3-0. So, I've lost what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so only 2 new sections will be on the Chapter 4 map. I don't believe this to be the case, and there's a couple of things this could be. Either, one, I didn't expect this much of the map to survive. It could perhaps be in the first phase. There are 6 phases during this live event. That could very well be the first, second, or third. Or 2, it could be a bit of a meme where, perhaps one of the skins was predicting the whole map would get destroyed. But instead of the whole map getting destroyed, one house survived. It's like, wow, I'm surprised this much of the island survived. I don't know the answer to that. I do know the answer to a lot of other things. I don't know the answer to that. 2, I want to see Chapter 1 weapons return. I think we will from the Scarbat, don't we? Yes, finally. Great. Thank you. I feel like Fortnite without the pump or the SCAR or the assault rifle, which is the same as the SCAR, but just anyway, doesn't really feel like Fortnite, if I'm honest with you. I liked where they were going with Chapter 3 with a bit of a fresh restart, but it doesn't really work, if I'm honest with you, without big weapons. You know, even the Bolt, regular pistol, attack shotgun. I want to see all that return. What? But I do want to say this. I still want some of the Chapter 3 weapons and some of the Chapter 2 weapons. And I would like some new weapons as well. We're under attack from the 9. Can you, yeah, I was going to say, can you stop attacking the frog? I won't turn the frog. Let's just put the thing in there now. Hopefully we can go down there and I think they're both dead. Oh, okay, sweet. That is something that we need. I would like to see the Photobolt action bolters in replacement the original Bolt Sniper, because I feel like something that's got 3 shots before having to reload it to do 200 damage is a little bit overpowered for a sniper in my opinion. The Bolt action sniper obviously does 1 shot. If you do 200 to the head, but you have to reload after 1 shot, is a lot easier. And I also want to see, well, basically all the shotguns removed this season, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're going to get into that into another video. Another thing I want to see is just... cough break. I want to see some new graphics. Now, yeah, I want to see some new graphics. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to be completely... You know, actually, don't you? You know why I can't say a whole lot. Yeah. Yeah, shh. Yeah. Yeah, I want to see some new graphics. Another thing I want to see, and I know... Oh my god, hang on. Another thing I want to see are... I know a lot of people want to see this, and technically the only reason why I want to see it is because I know it brings back a lot of popularity. Personally, I couldn't care less. But I want to see a map with a lot of mountains on, just like Chapter 1. And a bit of Chapter 2 as well. Chapter 3 didn't have a whole lot of mountains and all that sort of stuff. And that's some of the stuff I would like to see next season. Even though I generally don't care, I think anything that would boost Fortnite's popularity and anything that players say they want should be given in a game if it's the majority. And from the surveys and the intel I've been sent, a lot of people want that. Right, this one can be controversial because there's literally a difference between not being Fortnite and being Fortnite. But I want to see the end of both the 7 and the 0 point storyline. Or at least perhaps not an end, but perhaps to slow it down. You need that menu, or it's not 100. It feels like every season it's always the same. 7 will come save us, 0 point getting fractured. It felt like it's been the same since Chapter 2, Season 6. And honestly, it'd be good to see a bit of a restart in the storyline. I know quite a few people have agreed with me. With that being said, though, the opportunities Fortnite have with both the 7 and the 0 point are really unmatched to any other game. But it's just getting a bit boring. Now, also, evidence, or they already know you was late on my channel. Sorry, I'm not allowed to reveal your name. Big secrets out. But did you notice this? Every end of chapter, a new grappler comes out. You see that one you just marked? So in Chapter 1 Season X, we had the Batman grappler. In Chapter 2 Season 8, we had the Ice grappler. And obviously this season we got that grappler. It's a pretty cool thing. I think it will continue as well. Was it 5, 6? I believe it was. Yeah, it was 5. Yeah, during the. Yeah. And I'll be back up with me. Anyway, another thing I'd like to see, and it only reminded me because I saw someone's reality stream, and I was talking to you about this earlier. I want to see mythic bosses return with henchmen and all that stuff, just like, and with a mythic vault key, just like how we saw in Chapter 2, Season 2, until Chapter 2, Season 4, and then in Chapter 2, Season 5, they removed that feature with the introducement. That doesn't make sense, does it? If you got a key, yeah, you did. Let's go open its phone. With the introduction, there we go, of Mandalorian and the Mandalorian Mythic, where there was no Mythic key card, there was no henchman, it was just literally a Mythic sniper you get from killing him. Now, what you do, you grow some plants. Okay, that sounded rough. You grow the Fortnite sapling, you upgrade it every few hours from green, blue, purple, gold, and it goes right away. mythic. That's how you get mythic weapons this season. Previous seasons has been similar, or the same. To be fair, Chapter 3 Season 1 did see the return of that with, what's he called? What was he called? Was he called like Brute or something? The guy who gave out the mythic rapid fire. It was in and what's now called Raid Cave, which is now known as I think it was, I don't know, he was in the Chapter 3 Season 2 Battle Pass, and he also stayed for Chapter 3 Season 2, but he went in Chapter 3 Season 3. I just think the whole henchman idea is a great idea, and if I'm honest with you, I do like the whole key idea as well. I think the key idea was a really good idea. I actually enjoy it, but I don't think the key should be for the vault. I think they should be for these things over here. Which, by the way, careful, if this is epic, it was absolutely... I keep saying this word now, it's because one of my favourite YouTubers saying it, but now I've added it to my vocabulary. We're going to get there in a minute. I think it was an absolutely phenomenal idea. But I like to see this, where you use the keys to unlock weapons. I think that's a good idea. I think that would be a good use of the keys. Well, that came out in the first update of this season. I think vaults should be for eliminating the boss, and I think keys should only be used for unlocking weapons. Right, another thing, and I also love this as well, but did I put it in the right camera? Did I put the... Yeah, I did. I love this idea myself, currently, but it's getting boring now. And with last season, we got introduced to the ability of riding animals. Animals were added in Chapter 2 Season 6 with the introducement, I've done it again, the introduction of chickens, what was it? It was chickens, frogs, and boars and wolves. Later on, we got introduced to things such as the bird, I can't remember what he's called, the blackbird guy. No. Yeah, the crow, that's it. We got introduced to crow mammals. However, and as cool as they are, it's kind of getting a bit repetitive. I would now like to see the removal of animals. Unfortunately, and I can't give you guys too much links, because as I've talked about previously about my insider, blah blah, but unfortunately animals will still be with us, and they'll be with us in a different way, and I'm excited to see how that's going to play out. I'm a bit worried, if I'm honest, it could be a bit overpowered, but I'm also pretty excited as well to see how it's going to work. So, we're going to see, but, you know, you can't get everything you want. The final thing on this list is, and I said this at the end of Chapter 2 going into Chapter 3, and as much as I love this feature as well, I think I like to have a bit of a fresh start, if that makes sense. I want to see the removal of golden NPCs, and I know this already isn't happening. The NPC list already got leaked for the next season, I believe. Or I've seen that earlier, I don't know. It could be one of those two, honestly. In which, if it is that I've seen it early, then ignore that. But I think exotic weapons, which NPCs were originally released for, are now completely useless. And I think the NPC system is getting old, and I think it should be replaced with the older system of the henchmen and mythic bosses. I think that would be a cool idea. And yeah, leave a comment down below. What do you guys want to see in Chapter 3? Oh, in Chapter 4, Season 1. Alright guys, that's it. This Breaking Gamer 8 YouTube video. If you enjoyed, make sure to like, subscribe, turn on those notifications, and I'll see you guys in that next video very soon. I have got reason to believe that the Chapter 4 map has been leaked. I'm going to look into that a bit further in just a moment. But thanks for watching.